Hello, everybody. This is your host, Mia. Thank you for tuning in and listening to another episode of the one and only Soul Wave Podcast. Enjoy. Hello, guys. What's up, players? How we doing? How are we living? I hope whenever this finds you, you're having a beautiful day. I'm sending you all some love and light and some healing and some good energy. I'm feeling great right now. It is currently, let me check my phone. Oh, I got a text message. 7:49, June 8th. Let me turn this off now. Okay, as I was saying, it is June 8th, 7:50 a.m. I've been up since 6 a.m. Me and my friends, POV, the vacation finally made it out of the group chat. I mean, it's something crazy. We're going to Ocean City, Maryland, but it is still very exciting, and it gets me even more excited for the days where we all get to take like a plane together and go somewhere a little farther in destination. But I am super grateful and I'm stoked, but I have to get ready, and so POV, I gotta stop saying that. Get ready with me. So if you hear a bunch of like click-clacking, because you're at my desk right now, and I'm about to do my makeup, and I have a busy morning. I have to finish packing, and I wanted to record a podcast episode before I went away because I haven't made one in a bit, and I will tell you why in a second. And then I have a Reiki appointment of a client at 11 a.m., and we're supposed to be leaving at like 12:30, so this should be interesting. I had to go and like get up early. I had to take like an everything shower, so I am smooth like a baby's butt. I re-dyed my hair. I have pink like peekaboo highlights, so I had to touch them up. I use like a color conditioner. Best thing ever. Love it so much. And now I'm going to do my makeup a little bit. Something light, nothing crazy. Just a little concealer, eyebrows, blush. Bring my face to life. Let me drink some tea. I should really have a YouTube channel. I don't know what I'm doing. I mean, I do know what I'm doing, but in time, I'll get there when I get there. But I wanted to do my makeup now so I can pack, and I can be completely packed, so after I leave for my Reiki session and I come home, I can just hop right in the truck and we can skedaddle-do. What do I want to start with? My eyes are watering. And I have the sniffles. Oh my goodness. Let me take a deep breath. Let's all take a deep breath right now. Ground ourselves into the present moment so I can do my makeup and chit chat with you guys at the same time. So, yeah, as I said, it's June 2023. And if you didn't know, or if you did know, back in April, we started eclipse season. So we had an Aries new moon eclipse, and then 2 weeks after that we had a Scorpio full moon eclipse. So that Aries new moon eclipse was pretty okay for me because I was also going through my Jupiter return. So what does that mean? It means like when a planet is transiting in the same exact sign and the same exact degree as it was in your birth chart. So your Jupiter return happens every 12 years, I think. And like you have something that's called like a Saturn return that happens every like 29 to 30-ish, 31, depending. You have a solar return, which is the sun when it returns to your birthday every year. You have lunar returns, but the moon returns to your sign every month, and so on and so forth. So since the planets like their orbits are longer, you might not have a return ever in this lifetime for like Pluto. I actually think that's true. Don't quote me on that. But yeah, so I was having my Jupiter return. That's supposed to be a really abundant and lucky time for me. Thinking back on it, I don't remember if it was that. I think I was blessed with some knowledge and wisdom I accumulated on the path, but it's all so jumbled together the last few months that I couldn't. Just my father coughing. Why do they cough like that? It's all... I should ask if he's okay. But it's all jumbled together the last few months because after we had the Aries eclipse and my Jupiter return, it was then immediately May. And in May, it was the 1 year anniversary of the day my friend passed away. May 6, 2022. And so in between these eclipses, about a week before this anniversary, I was working at my delivery driver job. I do food delivery too. And in the lobby of the restaurant, the front part, in walks his mother. And his mother immediately recognized me from the foundation prior. They had like an event. I had never really met his mother beforehand, but like the town I live in is a small town, and especially because him and his family, his siblings, went to the same school as me, so he was a year younger. I am putting foundation over my mouth. Give me 1 second. He was a year younger, so we all would walk the same way, just seeing each other around. Anyway, so I saw her in the lobby, and she immediately starts to well up, and I immediately start to well up. And I'm like, hey, I know this was brought up prior, but I do the Reiki. I just wanted to let you know again if you're ever interested, because back 6 months ago, actually, with the Scorpio new moon eclipse in October, they had a fundraising event for his foundation, and they're doing a scholarship. And so I had told her about it then, and she was like, I was never a believer, but when they sent me on the retreat for people who've lost children, they did it, and I felt it, and it was so crazy. And so she's telling me all this again in the store, and she's like crying. She's like, I'm having such a hard time because it's gonna be 1 year, and I'm crying because it's just like, I can only imagine the pain she's going through, and I know the pain I feel through the loss of this loved one. And I was just holding her and comforting her and telling her, if you ever need anything, I'm right here. And I gave her my number. When you're ready, reach out. And he's in the background, my friend, her son, that I can hear and feel saying, Mia, you're going to have to reach out to her because I don't believe that she's going to reach out to you. So I'm like, all right, granted, understand that. I'm going to give her a few days and also wait till I have availability because I have such a busy schedule. It's also my birthday in a few days. But then I'll reach out. And then actually, I was working on this wood burning project for him. For his 1 year, I wanted to put it in the place where he had gotten to this accident that caused him to lose his life. So I had just finished it, probably 2 days before his 1 year anniversary. And mind you, something huge too, if you're into astrology and you follow it like that, his 1 year anniversary was on the Scorpio full moon eclipse. So full moons in general are a heightened time of emotions because it's the fullness, it's the accumulation point. You add the sign of Scorpio. Scorpio is the most intense water sign there is. They feel, and they feel deeply. And then you add an eclipse. It's like the full moon in Scorpio is on steroids. So everything was just we were drowning in emotion. It was really, really hard. I don't know for you guys, but it was hard for me. And I'm thinking to myself, I finished this wood burning. I sent a picture to my group chat. So excited about this. Can't wait to show his mother. And the next morning I wake up from a text from her. Dude, I underestimated how hard this was going to be for me to multitask. Do my makeup and talk at the same time. I've been staring at my palette what am I doing next? I'm putting on a little bit of bronzer. So I'm perfect. I have availability today, tomorrow, or the next following day. And she was like, okay, let's do today. And I'm thinking to myself, imposter syndrome's coming in. I'm I don't even know if I am prepared for this. I think this is going to be such a difficult session for me as well. I know it's going to help her in a way. I just hope it can help her immensely because I don't know if you guys are mothers out there, or if, I don't even know. It's like, how could you put yourself in their shoes if you don't have a kid? If you never gave birth to something, or even if you didn't give birth but you still have a kid, it's like, and you lose them. It's incredibly unfair. Life shouldn't be like that. I apologize for all my ums too. So I was nervous, but I was also extremely excited because when he passed away a year ago, I was in Arizona, and I was actually pretty close to Sedona. I was in Phoenix, so I was about 2 hours outside of 2 hours outside of Sedona, and everything was just super also intense for me then too. We also had a Scorpio eclipse back then as well, because the way astrology works, you have the polar nodes, and they always are opposite from each other. So the north node is in Taurus, so that means the south node is in Scorpio. Every sign has a sister sign that's the opposite. And so it's about, like, I think a year and a half or 2 years that the nodes are in those signs. So that means the eclipses are going to be in those signs. So we also had a Taurus new moon eclipse last year and a Scorpio full moon eclipse. That's why we had the Scorpio new moon back in October and the Taurus full moon. But this year they're switching, so that's why we had an Aries. I was about to say, did we have 3 eclipses? No, we didn't. We had an Aries new moon, so they're about to switch into Aries and Cancer. Aries and Libra? My bad. Whoa. No. Aries and... I don't know what the sister sign of Aries is off the top of my head. It's still too early for me. But they're switching. It's going from Taurus to Scorpio to Aries and... I want to say Libra. Don't quote me on that. Oh my god, I just got an app, a notification from my app. So ladies, if you don't have this app, go get it. It's called Stardust. I think it's only for the iPhone right now, but it's a period tracking app, but they use the moon cycles too. And their fucking notifications are hysterical. It says, honestly, I'm going to butcher the name of this hormone because I cannot pronunciate for the life of me. Okay, progesterone? Progesterone? Why does that not sound right? It probably isn't. Is not a deli meat. It is a hormone that can cause you to feel sleepy. Like, it makes no sense. Yesterday, though, I got one that said your hormones are living the vida loca. I'm like, you ain't kidding. You ain't kidding. So anyway, so the day of this Reiki session was the day of this Scorpio full moon eclipse. And it was a beautiful, beautiful session. I was so blessed and grateful that I had the opportunity to help her this way, because last year when I was in Arizona, I just only was thinking about, damn, like, I can't wait for this moment to be able to do that for her, because I know it's going to come around. I'm just going to let him and wait for him to give me the go whenever he feels it's time for her to partake in this healing. And it was such a wonderful opportunity, and I swear to God, I thought that was going to be the hardest thing I'd ever had to do. But then we had a memorial for him for his 1 year, and being in that environment, so this is the day after, being in that environment with all his loved ones mourning, I absorbed so much. All my fellow empaths out there get it, and if you aren't aware that you are an empath, I believe we all are. Some are just more sensitive than others, or in tune with it. A lot of us shut ourselves out and put walls up and don't allow ourselves to feel that much because it hurts. Being around a large group like that, I took on a lot of their emotions for the rest of the day, where to actually, I was supposed to go out for my other friend's birthday to like a club, but I got home from that event and my body like gave up on me. My nerves and my emotions were so shot. I wound up throwing up, and my legs were so restless, and I'm like, this isn't making any sense because I haven't worked out since Tuesday. It's now Saturday, and I'm like, it has to be that I am releasing a lot of this grief that I just took on from being at this memorial. So I spent the night inside because I was like, I can't put myself in a club environment right now when my body is legitimately giving up. So how about no? I felt really bad though too. It was my friend's birthday and I'm like, dude, I'm sorry. I hate being a flake, especially on someone's birthday. But you gotta put yourself first, kids. You gotta put yourself first. And then the following week, a few days later, it was my birthday and it was crazy. It was crazy. I've never felt so much love like that in a while. It was a beautiful time. I wish my birthday can be all the time. That is just my Leo rising. But oh man, like I'm just thinking about my day. Like I worked and then like my work gave me a birthday cake and then just everyone like texting me and like telling me all these sweet messages and it was just so nice. And then so because of like all my friends' schedules and since we were all grown-ups, I planned my Jesus Christ, and I'm dropping my phone. I planned my like little birthday dinner because I didn't want to do anything like crazy. You know, I'm 24. I'm kind of grown out of the clubbing scene. Like I like a more low-key bar where we can just hang out, have a couple beers, shoot some pool. But every once in a while, I do enjoy a good fucking DJ. I love to dance. I'm not the type of person that like goes out and like drinks and gets blacked out because me and my body, we don't metabolize like we used to, baby. So, okay, please hold because as I said, I'm still in the middle of packing and I wanted to get ready so I can put my makeup away and pack, and I gotta do that as I'm doing it, but I can't open this. Okay, so what did I just use? Primer, concealer. Let me also bring my other concealers because I know I'm gonna get tan and that's gonna be way too light. Beautiful. Okay. And now I got my palette that I've been using. All right. Pack my makeup bag with me. Vlog. Guys, I promise I want to be on YouTube so badly. I'm doing too much at once right now. Literally, and like in this episode. But also like in life, like I'll get to it in the podcast. 1 second. Okay. Concealer, primer, concealer. This is the order I do my makeup, by the way. Bronzer, powder, blush. Great. Eyebrows. That's next. Oh, let's put these. Okay. That can go in there. That can go in there. Like that. I don't want to overpack, but it's a little too late for that, so might as well full send it. Let it set these eye creases under eyes so our eyes don't crease. This is so much fun, guys. All right, eyebrows, and now I love a good DJ. I love going out and dancing. I don't drink as much as I used to. I do have my moments, but it's now more of like, I try to consciously keep this in mind because when I was younger, this wasn't the case. But if I'm going to black out, I'm going to black out because I'm celebrating, okay? I'm not drinking to forget. I'm not drinking to escape. Been there, done that. My poor body can't handle it. And, you know, definitely I'm the type of person that now celebrates the small things. But when I say that, that doesn't mean I'm like, every weekend, I made it through the week, let's drink. Nope, not like that. You gotta everything in moderation. You know, alcohol, let's be real, guys, it's poisoning. Let's not deny it. But I'm also a 24-year-old who wants to enjoy her life. I don't want to always constantly be in the 5D realms. It's a big part of me, and I love being able to tune in and tap in. So that also comes with like balance and moderation. But life is meant to be enjoyed, so don't deny yourself of that indulgence. And it just messed up my eyebrow trying to talk. I'm going to have to be quiet for a second, but I'll try and cut this out. Definitely underestimated the makeup girlies talking while they're doing their makeup, bro. Because I got one brain cell as it is. Are you kidding me? This isn't the easiest. Let's get some tea. I feel like hindsight. Do you know who he is? If you don't, look him up. I love him. I found him like a few years ago before he even blew up. And then he blew up and I'm like, this is awesome. I've been waiting for this moment for this guy. He deserves it. He just has so much wisdom and he's such a kind heart and like you can really feel his energy through the mic. It's super dope. So yeah, I had to wait till the end of the month to book a dinner for all my friends so we can go out and celebrate me. And then we did that and that was so much fun. But in between that, I had like a couple DJ gigs. That's another thing too. If you didn't listen to my other episodes, I am also a DJ amateurly, nothing crazy, at this local bar in my town. And it's so much fun. I enjoy it. I would love to do it more. But again, my ducks are just everywhere. So when the time comes. All right, let me put that over there because that's my eyebrows. Let's curl my lashes and put mascara on and then I can finish packing. But then also Venus was in Cancer. And that is my Venus return. I am a Cancer Venus, guys. That's why I'm such a simp. And I lack boundaries because I just want to give people the love they never have, even if that means throwing myself under the bus. And pouring so much that I have nothing left for myself. But since that Venus return came around, it was very eye-opening yet again. In the sense of I learned a lot more about how I love. And I heard this saying, just because you say you love me doesn't mean I feel loved by you. And that just like took me down the rabbit hole because I'm like, that's so true. I feel like every relationship or situationship or almost maybe I was in, it was always them saying, I love you, but... And don't get me wrong, I understood that these people loved me and or still love me, I don't know. But only where they could meet themselves. And when they said that and then their actions didn't line up, I always took it so personally. And then I would just like, the self-hatred for myself would accumulate because... It's like, damn, Mia, you're putting yourself in this situation yet again. It's like the same lesson in a different body. Same man, different body of like, you're giving too much. You need better boundaries. And, you know, you need to take it slow, kind of. So when I heard that, it made me realize that, and this is probably going to sound so silly for a lot of people. It's like, duh, Mia, didn't you know that? But I didn't, okay? Like, it just didn't click yet for me of... words and actions need to line up. Like you can say you love me, but your actions don't say it. It definitely doesn't when, especially if you on the flip hand are such a giver and you're ready to love. Like I have no fear. Like I'm ready to dive headfirst into it. Like let's go. And my actions will line up with what I mean. I will go out of my way for you. I will spend my money on you. I will give my energy to you. I will be thinking about you 24/7. But when that's not reciprocated, that's how I know they're not at the space or place yet to meet me where I should be met. And then the vicious cycle continues where I have to walk away. Not because I don't love the person. It's just because love is not enough sometimes. You need proper communication and you need comprehension. You need someone who knows boundaries and is also empathetic. You need someone who's going to put themselves in your shoes. So when they do certain actions, they take your feelings into consideration. Granted, sure, there used to be a saying where your feelings are not my responsibility. And I think that was such bullshit because if you care about somebody, the slightest, yeah, they may not be your responsibility, but it's human decency and caring and love and compassion that makes you think about the other person like this would really hurt this person. Let me not do that. So that was just like another lesson that I feel like I finally grasp, and I hope to integrate it more and more with every next one. God, I hope the next one is the last one, at least for a while, because I don't know how many more. My favorite color is I got in me. I'll be seeing that shit on Twitter. I'm like, facts, bro. It's blue. It's fucking blue. Now, what's your relationship with your parents and how were you brought up? I think I'm done. And I got powder all over my black shirt. So, after that, it was then Memorial Day. And I mean, hello, I live in Jersey. I was fist pumping my ass all along the Jersey Shore. What a time. And now it's June and we're getting ready to go to Maryland. It was just my best friend Aunt's birthday, so we'll be celebrating down there too. But I haven't been around making podcast episodes because life just got interesting. Life got busy and I was just really enjoying it. And, you know, it also got really intense, as you just heard. A lot of feelings were coming up. And I was just moving through them day by day, like we do. How many eyebrow brushes do I fucking need? Not that many. Excited to be back. I'm probably going to make another episode after this because there's just so much I want to talk about. Set that face. I don't know if I'll be able to because I have to do my hair next, but we'll see. Yeah, guys, so I recently, too, hold on. I'm missing another important thing. I recently put my business out there on a wider scale. Like, I was making business cards, I was putting them at my local stores, and I made like a Facebook page for my close friends and family. But now I also have an Instagram page for my Reiki. If you guys ever wanted a distance session, or if you're in the state of New Jersey, you could totally hit me up. Everything you'll need will be in the description box below, but the Instagram is called @holyfired, past tense, ed, up healing, holy fired up healing. And, you know, my personal, if you guys want to stop by, say hi, check out what I'm doing on the day-to-day at mia.cromaldi. And then, of course, the Soul Wave Podcast Instagram at the Soul Wave Podcast. You'll find all my other links in the description box below. So, yeah, that is it. I'm so bad at ending these. My head like goes a million miles per second, but it's all right. We're doing it. Guys, I love you so much, and I appreciate all your love and support. It really means a lot. If you guys ever feel the need to want to reach out or just tell me things, you know where to find me. And I will catch you guys on the next wave. Bye.